Interesting facts about the honey badger. The honey badger became known at the end of the 18th century. The honey badger is one of the most famous inhabitants of the African savannas. It resembles a badger, but has a muzzle like that of a bear. It belongs to the mustelids, that is, its closest relatives are wolverines, martens and sables. The honey badger is the most fearless animal in the world. He can fight several lions at the same time and win. It was even entered into the Guinness Book of Records. We have collected for you the most unusual facts about honey badgers. As the name indicates, honey badgers mainly feed on honey. In search of sweets, he destroys bee nests, even in hard-to-reach places. In addition, bees practically cannot do any harm to them. The only places vulnerable to their bites on the body of a honey badger are the eyes and nose. In fact, their favorite dish is poisonous snakes. Honey badgers have very strong immune systems. From a deadly bite of a cobra, they simply fall asleep for a couple of hours. If the snake still manages to bite through its skin and inject poison, the honey badger behaves as if it were dying, falls, twitches in agony and eventually calms down. But after a few half an hour or an hour, he begins to show signs of life again, and after another hour and a half, he already feels, apparently, absolutely normal. What caused this is a mystery. To develop such immunity, the female forces the cubs to fight with scorpions. Scorpions bite babies, and honey badgers begin to develop immunity against poisons. Honey badgers spend their nights in burrows. However, they never spend the night in the same place twice in a row. Before engaging in a fight, the honey badger attacks the enemy with a smell almost the same as that of a skunk. If that doesn't help, the honey badger starts to fight. During the dry season, honey badgers dig holes near their burrows. Over time, they are filled with water, turning into a watering hole for everyone. The honey badger is very strong. He can attack the buffalo and defeat him. The honey badger has a very strong skin. Even a sharpened machete cannot cut through it. The body of the honey badger is slightly smaller than its skin. This allows him, having fallen into the teeth of a predator, dodge and inflict a crushing blow on him. There is only one way to take a honey badger in your hands. You need to grab him by the scruff of the neck and hold him at arm's length. There are no people willing to try yet. Despite this, the number of honey badgers is small and decreases every year. The fact is that the beast often attacks chicken coops or cattle pens. Because of this, people have learned to trap him and kill him. The main diet of representatives of this species is animal food. And, since honey badgers perfectly adapt to various climatic conditions, whether it be mountains, steppes or forests, their menu is varied. They hunt both small representatives of the fauna, frogs, hedgehogs, and larger animals. Honey badgers attack foxes, ungulates, crocodiles, snakes. Such a formidable and aggressive beast cannot be called large. The body length does not exceed 75 centimeters, and the average weight is 10 to 14 kilograms. The body is strong, the head is wide, the muzzle is narrow, the limbs are short. Sharp and long claws on the front paws help to dig and climb up the trunks. And dense skin protects from insect bites and teeth of predators. The thick coat also serves as protection. The hard cover in the upper part of the body is white, and the lower part, limbs and tail are black. The honey badger has a number of features that cannot but surprise. For example, when an animal is looking for honey, birds called honey guides help him. With their cries they lead the honey badger to the bee nest, which he ruins, and the birds get access to the larvae. And to cope with tougher food, he is helped by sharp teeth and powerful jaws that can gnaw through a turtle shell. Honey badgers are loners who defend the boundaries of their site. And if the violator was not stopped by the pungent smell that marked the territory, then the owner will fight him not for life, but to death. They move quite quickly and are most active at night, and during the daytime they hide in holes that they dug themselves, or use abandoned dwellings. By studying the behavior of honey badgers in zoos, zoologists have come to the conclusion that these animals have high intelligence and cunning. For example, to provide themselves with water during the dry season, they dig holes right outside their home. And the water accumulated there will not only quench their thirst, but also lure a potential lunch. They easily adapt to different climates, avoiding only high humidity and extreme heat. Outwardly, the black and white coloration of honey badgers resembles that of skunks. This similarity is probably not accidental, because in the case of aggression, these animals, like skunks, can emit a terribly fetid odor. They use this weapon as a defensive weapon, and they usually do not resort to it when hunting. No one still knows how long honey badgers live on average, since in the wild it is difficult to observe them, and in captivity they are practically not kept. The officially registered record of longevity among them is 26 years. Adult honey badgers grow up to 60 to 80 centimeters in length and weigh an average of about 12 kilograms, comparable to about a 2-year-old child. The honey badger can eat any part of its prey, including bones. The jaws are also strong enough to eat turtles, including their shells, without any problems. This predator has good eyesight, hearing and touch. He can feel his victim at a depth of up to half a meter underground. Having sensed the prey, the rottweiler quickly digs up the soil with its paws and strangles the captured animal. In search of food, he scours his entire area, which they jealously guard from their relatives. After about 6 months, the female gives birth to from 1 to 3 cubs. The first 2 weeks of life they are in the lair. All the time until they are 1 year old, the cubs spend with their mother. In the countries of India and Saudi Arabia, villagers consider the honey badger a pest, as it often slaughters livestock. The honey badger trots, just like a horse does. Dear friends, thank you all for subscribing. Thank you for supporting me. Love you.